Hello and greetings to everyone. Today we are going to treat the last lesson on arithmetic processes, which is currency exchange. Take XIII. This is number 13. Currency exchange. When we hear the word currency, think of money. Currency exchange simply means changing money from one country to another. Let's take this down. Currency is money or a valuable item, for example, gold, used to facilitate transactions of goods and services, when two or more countries are involved in business or trade. That's the definition of currency. Currency is money or a valuable item used to facilitate transactions of goods and services when two or more countries are involved in business or trade. Let's take this down again. When two or more countries are involved in business or trade, it is always necessary to find a way that currencies between the countries can be accepted and used by their citizens. Take for example, if my home country, Cameroon, is to do trade with a country like Ghana, Cameroon and Ghana, they have two different currencies. In Cameroon, we make use of the Fcfa, while in Ghana, we make use of the Ghanaian cedis. So we will need to look for ways in which Fcfa can be converted to Ghanaian cedis, or Ghanaian cedis being converted to France CFA, so that someone in Ghana will not be cheated for purchasing something from Cameroon, or someone from Cameroon will not be cheated from purchasing something in Ghana. This is done by setting exchange rates. An exchange rate is the rate at which one currency can be exchanged for another currency. Exchange rates always fluctuate because the exchange rate they depend on so many factors, because they depend on the value of the money. The value of the money that can change at any time based on the circumstances in the country. The exchange rate of a currency, it depends on the money value of that currency, and the value of a currency is always backed up by the economic strength of that country, the political stability of that country, and the mineral resources of that country. A country which is at war, which is not peaceful, with so many crises, and with a very weak economy, they always have a low currency value, thereby causing their exchange rate to be very, very small. That's why if you take, for example, the exchange rate of, let's say, the dollars, it is very high. When you convert from dollars to currencies here in Africa, or when you convert from euro to currencies here in Africa, they have a high exchange rate because the economic situations that way is advanced and their money has a high value. Some of the factors that can influence the exchange rate of a country or the money value of a country, we have political factors, issues like war, we have natural disasters, then we have economic crisis, We have religious factors too that contribute. Now let's take this down. Let's look at the currency which is being used in my home country. The currency used in my home country is the Fcfa. This currency is being used in the CIMAC zone by 6 member countries. Let's take this down. Take a small paragraph. The Central African franc, the CFA, is the official currency of my home country, Cameroon. It is denoted as, this is how we denote the franc CFA, we make use of FCFA. The currency has the following coins and banknotes. We have coins, we have banknotes. When we talk of coins, that means money which is made from gold or silver, and the banknotes are money from paper. The first coin, we have 1 franc CFA. Next we have 2 franc CFA. Next we have 5 franc CFA. Next we have we have 50 franc CFA. Next we have 100 franc CFA. Next we have 500 franc CFA, which is the largest amount of a coin. Then for the banknotes, we start from 500 franc CFA. Next we have 1000 franc CFA. That is, they are in leaf form. The next we have 2000 franc CFA. Next we have 5000 franc CFA. And lastly, we have 10,000 franc CFA, which is the largest banknote. We take this down. The currency franc CFA bracket is used by countries of the CIMAC zone. And the countries of the CIMAC zone, they are Cameroon. We have Chad. Chad, there's Gabon. the Gabon, there's Equatorial Guinea, there is the Republic of Congo, and lastly, Central Africa Republic. These are the 6 member countries of the Smart Zone who make use of the franc CFA. Take this down the table below shows the exchange rates of some currencies to franc CFA. Or we can change from a given currency to franc CFA. First, we take down the zone or the country where the currency is used. Next, we take down the currency, the symbol, and lastly, the exchange rate in franc CFA. Take the first one. Take the USA. We make use of the dollar, which has symbol as such, and the exchange rate $1 is approximately 635 francs CFA. You can see the amount. It's really much. We go to the next two in Europe. This is one where they mostly make use of the euro. It has symbol as such. €1 is approximately 656 francs CFA. We move now to 3, Britain. The currency is the pound with symbol as such. £1 is approximately 788 francs CFA. We go to 4, take China. They make use of the yuan. It has symbol as such, like this, and €1 is approximately 88 francs CFA. We go to 5, we take South Africa. The currency is the rand. It has symbol the ZAR, and 1 ZAR is approximately 34 francs CFA. There are so many other countries, for example Nigeria, where they make use of the naira, and the naira is a weaker currency to the franc CFA. Note to convert from a higher currency to a lower currency, multiply the exchange rate by the amount, that is the amount which is being converted, while to convert from a lower currency to a higher currency, divide the amount being converted by the exchange rate. Exchange rate. Full stop. We are going to look at some examples on how we can change from some currencies to francs CFA or from francs CFA to other currencies. We take these examples. 1. Convert the following to francs CFA. We have for A, we have $2,000. For B, we have 500 euros. Solution. Then you must take this in mind when currency exchange is done, because there are financial institutions which are in charge of currency exchange. You won't receive the exact amount because you will need to pay taxes for the exchange. So you take note of that. It does not mean if someone gives you $2,000, for example, like in this question, you will receive an exact amount by multiplying $2,000 by the exchange rate in francs CFA, because you need to pay a certain amount as taxes. We take solution. Let's answer the question. For A, first we know convert the following to francs CFA. If you compare francs CFA to the dollar, you'll see francs CFA is a lower currency to the dollar. First, we know $1 is equal to approximately 635 francs CFA. For us to get the $2,000, we are simply going to multiply the exchange rate here by 2,000. 2,000 times 635 francs CFA. And this will simply be equal to 1,270,000 francs CFA. So you can see the amount is very much. $2,000 is approximately 1,270,000 francs CFA. We go to B. For B, we are to convert 500 euros to francs CFA. Comparing euro and francs CFA, euro is a higher currency. 1 euro is approximately 656 francs CFA. 500 euro in francs CFA will be much We are going to multiply the exchange rate by 500. 500 times 656 francs CFA. And this will simply be equal to 328,000 francs CFA. We take example 2, which says convert from francs CFA to mentioned currencies. For A, we have to convert 20,000 francs CFA to dollars. For B, we have to convert 300,000 francs CFA to euros. We take solution A. We are converting from a lower currency, which is the franc CFA, to a higher currency, which is the dollars. For us to perform this conversion, we are going to divide the amount 2000 by the exchange rate, which is 635. We know 635 francs CFA is approximately $1. Then if we take 20,000 francs CFA, it would simply be equal to, we are going to divide 20,000 by the exchange rate, which is 635, and this will be in dollars. This will be approximately $31.5. We go to B. For B, we have to convert 300,000 francs CFA to euros. We compare francs CFA to euros. Francs CFA is a lower currency to euros. We know 656 francs CFA is approximately €1. Therefore, if we take 300,000 francs CFA, it will be approximately, we are going to divide the amount 300,000 by the exchange rate, which is 656, and here the currency will be euros. This will be approximately 457.3 euros. We go now to example 3. It goes, given the exchange rates, the exchange rates, first one, $1 is equal to 1.37 euros. It's just for this question. We are not saying that $1 is equal to 1.37 euros. Come on. Next, $1 is equal to 700 francs CFA, and 1 pound is equal to $1.54. Question goes, perform the following conversions. Question A, we have let's convert 1,502 pounds to francs CFA. For B, we have to convert 3,589 euros to pounds. And lastly, for C, we have to convert 500,000 francs CFA to euros. Take solution. First, we are going to start by writing down the exchange rates. We have been told in the question that $1 is 1.37 euro, $1 is equal to 700 francs CFA. 1 pound is equal to $1.54. For question E, we have to convert 1,502 pounds to francs CFA. First, for us to convert 1,502 pounds to francs CFA, we need to start by converting 1,502 pounds to dollars. When we convert from pounds to dollars, we can easily convert now from dollars to francs CFA. 1,502 pounds. According to this question, if you look at the exchange rates, you'll see that the pound is a higher currency to the dollar. So for us to convert 1,502 pounds to dollars, we are simply going to multiply the amount 1,502 by the exchange rate, which is 1.54. Simply means 1.54 times 1,502 will give us the amount in dollars. Performing this multiplication, we are going to obtain 2,313.08 dollars. Next, we have to convert this amount to francs CFA. We take the amount 2,313.08 dollars in francs CFA will simply be equal to, we are going to multiply this amount by the exchange rate 700 francs CFA. Remember, from the question, you'll see that the dollars is a higher currency to francs CFA. Take 700 times the amount. And the currency will be francs CFA. Performing this multiplication, we are going to obtain a result of 1,619,156 francs CFA. Then we conclude, therefore, the amount 1,502 pounds is simply equal to 1,619,156 francs CFA. We underline the answer. We go now to B. For B, we have to convert 3,589 euros to pounds. First thing, we need to start by converting 3,589 euros to dollars, and this will simply be equal to, look at the exchange rates, you'll notice that the dollars is a higher currency to the euros. So for us to convert 3,589 euros to dollars, we are going to divide the amount 3,589 by the exchange rate, which is 1.37, and the currency will be the dollars. Performing this division, this will simply be equal to 2,000. This will be equal to 2,619.7 dollars. Next, we have to convert the 2,619.7 dollars to pounds. $619.7 to pound. You see, the pound is a higher currency to the dollars. For us to perform this conversion, we are simply going to divide this amount 2,619.7 by the exchange rate from pound to dollars, which is 1.54. The currency here will be the pound, and this will simply be equal to 1,701.1 pounds. If we conclude, therefore, the amount 3,589 euro is simply equal to 1,701.1 pounds. We go to C. Question C, we have to convert 500,000 francs CFA to euros. You see, we are converting from low currency to a very, very high currency. First, we need to start by converting the 500,000 francs CFA to dollars. And this will simply be equal to, we are going to divide 500,000 by the exchange rate from dollars to francs CFA, which is 700. The currency here is dollars, and this will give us 714.3 dollars to one decimal place. Next, we have to convert 714.3 dollars to euros, and this will simply be equal to, we are going to multiply the 714.3 by the exchange rate, which is 1.37 euros. Remember, in this question, the dollars is a higher currency to the euros. This will simply be equal to 978.6 euros. Then we conclude, therefore, 500,000 francs CFA in euros is approximately 978.6 euros. Align the answer. This is how currency exchange is being done, that is changing from one currency to another. Changing from euros to francs CFA, or from francs CFA to dollars, or from dollars to pounds is the same. Once you know the exchange rates, It's very easy to answer such questions by following the steps you saw in the solved examples. I'm really so sorry that I focused so much on the franc CFA. I focused so much on it because it is the currency of my home country. I really wish I could do it for other countries too, but from these examples, I believe you'll be able to do it for your own country. Please, you like the video, you share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.